What's up?
What's up?
What's up? This is the First Gen Podcast, first episode. How we feeling?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited for this podcast. Just a lazy introduction to what we want to do is basically, with this, we're just trying to invite as many people as we can that are doing creative things. It doesn't necessarily just have to be music. I mean, our backgrounds are in music, but we're trying to get as many people in that do different things such as videography, photography, even just online hustles and like stuff like UGC and e-commerce, that kind of thing. We really just want to try get as many people that are trying to really do something for themselves, and follow their passion.
Facts.
Um,
Try to pick their brains on these podcasts, you know?
yeah, 100%. And give people an insight on kind of what it is like to be a creative in NZ, in Aotearoa.
Yeah.
Quick introduction on ourselves. My name is Korvan.
I'm Baban, also go by Fat Poppy.
Yes, sir. We've been doing music for
8 years?
God knows, like 8-9
8
years.
years,
Yeah,
yeah.
somewhere around there. We've been releasing for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
think we've been releasing for 8. No, we were released for 6 years.
I think my first song I released in 2017.
2017, yeah.
2017, something like that.
Yeah,
But we've
time.
been doing music.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't know our story, which we've spewed about 50 million
yeah.
times, we started originally rapping on Skype.
Yeah, we did.
Doing-
Freestyling over YouTube type beats.
Yeah. It wasn't even type beats back then.
No.
There wasn't type beats. It was just... Nah, bro. It was like old school. Well, it was like type beat,
like
but it
the old
wasn't...
school freestyle.
Yeah,
beat.
yeah. It wasn't a
freestyle beat.
hip-hop, like, this artist
facts.
type beat. It was just
Facts.
old school hip-hop, and it would have, like, names. They'd have original names.
Yeah.
I remember this one called I Am.
It
It was like, it had, like, a city as the art. Oh, bro,
Yeah,
there's so many OG ones that if I
Yeah.
heard, I'd probably freak out. But,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's our background.
So yeah, we started freestyling over Skype.
Yeah.
I think the bro was getting in studio time with one of our other bros.
Yeah,
at
with
the time-
Chalky.
Of Chalky. And then he was like doing it, and then we were just like freestyling it. At the time, I didn't want to be a rapper, so I started making beats.
Yeah.
And then got to production, and then after getting roasted for like fucking a whole year from this guy in Zan or 36 Pimp, it just got slowly better and better. And then I was like, fuck it, let me just start rapping.
Let me just jump
Let me
on
just
real quick.
let me just join in on the wave, you know. So
Straight up.
Then we started rapping, and then fast forward 7 years later,
Yeah.
we made First Gen Studios. We
Yeah.
created something for people like us.
Yeah.
When we started to come in, kind of have that experience we got to have, and
Yeah. 100%.
if not even better, like way
Yeah.
better than what we had. You know, actually
Yeah.
give them the facilities and place to
100%.
kind of follow their dreams and pursue what they love.
100%. I think like we obviously came into this really blind.
Yeah.
We didn't know, like, our families don't really come from music.
Nah.
And like we obviously, like, our families, like, the whole point of First Gen, well, not the whole point, but a lot of, like, an inspiration of First Gen is the fact that we're first generation immigrants. Our
facts.
families immigrated here about 28 years ago, somewhere around there, in 90, and I think it was 98 or 99.
Yeah.
So our families immigrated here, and it's all a testament to kind of their journey as well, and how much hustle they put in. And like Baban's saying, we're just really trying to get that experience of being able to pursue your passion and follow what you actually want to do, not what you are being told you have to do or being told that you should be doing, but what you genuinely want to do in life, whether that be music, photography, videography, whatever. That was the point of First Gen Studios, to really give people, like you say, facilities to do that.
Yeah.
And this podcast is a big part of that, because for me, it's like everyone has a unique journey in following their passion, but also there's so many commonalities. And like for us, we had each other. We had each other when we were coming up in this, so it was nice because we were like, "Fuck, I know how you feel. You know how I feel. You know."
Yeah.
But like for someone who's just doing it solo, or for someone who doesn't really know that many people, we really just want to be like a community and network for them.
100%.
Yeah, provide them as
Go
many
around,
opportunities as we can.
And get around like-minded people and
Yeah.
create something beautiful through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny story about that. It's like, it's crazy how much being around like-minded people in music or arts in general just really sends you, bro. Like it
Yeah.
pushes you.
Yeah, it does.
Every time I come back from like watching like local
Artist
gig
perform?
or
Yeah, yeah,
local
yeah, facts.
anything like that, I just want to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
straight back
yeah,
into the
yeah, it's
studio
facts.
and or like
Yeah.
even just when we've gone to other community events and stuff like that and like listening and watching other artists talk about what they do and how passionate they are and
Yeah,
what they've done, that's always so inspiring as well.
100%.
A big part of that, a big story with that, funny enough, is Mikey. So we started this with Mikey.
Facts. Let's hear
We
about
started that with Mikey. Shout out to Mikey, massive part of First Generation. One of the founding fathers.
Yeah, he made the name First
He
Generation.
made the name.
He came up with the name.
He
First
came up with the
Generation.
name. We toiled, tossed and turned, bro, over making this name.
There's
for
a
long
video
time.
somewhere, like 1 hour
Yeah.
video of us in the content room when we first moved in. There was like
empty.
nothing in it. It was pretty much empty.
Completely
One
empty.
couch we had in there. There's an hour-long video of us going through names.
Yeah.
Just like sitting there, like laying on the floor, like what to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're always so bad with names.
Yeah,
we're
we're
always
terrible.
bad because we're all sentimental.
Yeah.
So we're always like, it has to mean something. It has to mean something.
Facts.
But we're also like, it has to be like nice as well. It has to like
it has
this
to have, like,
so-
swag to it.
that bit of swag,
yeah,
you know?
a bit of swag.
So it was really hard, but Mikey sussed it.
Yeah.
We kind of like over a few days we were just like, we want this. We wanted to encapsulate this. And then I think, we were just talking about it. We're like, man, we really wanted to like also talk about our kind of journeys as being first generation immigrants and our parents' journeys, but then also like being the first generation of like people to really do this and create this sort of community network. And he was just like, first generation?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. And we're like, damn, that's
damn,
it.
that's pretty tough.
That's it, yeah.
That's
well,
pretty tough.
it.
That's
I
it.
still fuck a blue tint, but
Blue tint, blue tint.
I was personally sold
Bro,
on
blue tint is not good,
It
bro.
was, bro, that shit was swag.
It's a nice name.
It is
It's a nice name, but like, what is blue tint?
I don't even know.
We would have to slap blue tint on every window of the whole thing.
Like, what does it even mean, eh?
Yo, but anyways, back to Mikey.
Yeah.
One of the founding fathers found this place, found the actual property, and we started this all up with him. And now we got Saman on.
Yeah.
And Saman's in that room, but originally it was Mikey, and we've been mates with Mikey for a long time. We originally
First ever show. We
yeah
performed.
yeah
Our first ever show we performed, we met Mikey.
yeah, and we started doing music with him eventually, and there was this one day, bro. There was this period of time where we couldn't get anything down.
Yeah, it was before the second show.
It was before the
It was
second
before
show.
our second show, so we had
nothing was hitting.
Mikey was also on that lineup on the second show as well,
Yeah.
and we were just like, it was me, Corvan, and 36 Pimp, and we were like working on the Lost Collections at that time, I think.
No, we
Were we
weren't
not?
even working on it. We couldn't. We were trying to work on something.
Right, yeah.
That was the issue. We were trying to work on something and nothing. Like every studio session was just terrible.
Yeah.
Like we would just come out with nothing.
Yeah, no inspiration.
No creativity was happening.
Yeah.
And then one day we just randomly called Mikey over.
Yeah.
And from that day,
No, it was that day we called Mikey over because it was, I think we were gonna practice for the show.
yeah, like rehearsal. Or
I think we had one song with Mikey at that time.
Yeah.
It was that.
It was like
one.
the random one we performed
yeah,
at the
we
end.
performed. We never hearing that song. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what that song is.
I don't
but
know where it is. I don't even remember.
I don't even
what
want
it
to
sounds
hear
like.
it. I don't even want to hear it. It is not good. It is not good. That one's gonna stay in the vault. But
For sure.
it was a song with me, you, 36 Pimp, and Mikey, and I think we're practicing for that. But then we also, was it before then? Or was it that session we made that song? That
I think it was the session we made the song. That's
yeah,
it. That's
that
it. It was
actually
a
makes no
session
sense.
we made the song.
Yeah.
And when we made that song, for like Mikey's presence just immediately like shifted
I
things.
did.
And that's the power of being around
Creative.
people and creative
Creatives,
people and
yeah.
like really talented creative
Yeah.
people as well. And from that day, like every studio session we had, we were just
wow.
cracking songs. The next
covered
one,
that.
the next one
I
we
think
had,
we
I-
three that day.
three
It was
that and
Papi
all-
Chulo,
yeah,
Acid.
acid, yeah, and
I don't think it was a TBT, but I want to say
we
it is.
started something. Yeah,
I want to say it's a TBT,
yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah, we like from then. That's how that was the catalyst, I think, to
Yeah.
Lost Collections.
Yeah, I think it was, funnily enough. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
think about it like that.
But yeah, that's the power, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what we really want to do with this.
Yeah.
bring
So-
people in, and you give also like just viewers and people who aren't even necessarily, you know, artists or
Yeah.
creative themselves, but people who just are curious, like, what
Yeah.
is it like to be in creative in NZ, and how can I support?
Mm.
Because I think I'm with the belief that when an artistic scene thrives,
Mm.
everything thrives.
Yeah.
I think where you've got a really strong like scene of creatives
Yeah.
and people who are doing, you know, all sorts of endeavors, and they have a support system and they believe in themselves and they're doing as much as they can, the whole place thrives.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big change that Aotearoa will benefit from.
100%.
I think, like, even like if you think about it, it really ties into everything, like the nightlife, the events,
Yeah, facts.
everything like that, and then that goes into fucking economy, and you know,
Yeah.
like it really like getting people back outside and enjoying art
Mm.
is a massive goal.
It
I
is,
think
yeah.
that we really have the opportunity to achieve.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's very exciting what we can do with
Yeah.
first generation. And like, for example, where do you want to see first gen in, like, not even a year, but let's say like 5 years?
the same place you want to see first gen.
Yeah.
Like 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I know what I want to see, and I know it's the exact same. But tell the people,
okay.
you know what I
We
mean?
just want to see it to be like a kind of like a real, like kind of what we were saying, just a hub for creatives, right? Like,
Yeah.
a safe space. You know, just something that's worldwide, even. You know, like we
Yeah.
started and bring kind of NZ to the world. I think. in a
Yeah.
way. I think that's
100%.
kind of like part of the goal.
Yeah.
Is to take first gen to the world,
Yeah.
which is kind of saying
Literally
but,
our slogan. Yeah.
but that's not even just in terms of just taking like it is taking artists to the world too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's like
it's
it's that's like a lot of the plain imagery
Yeah.
as well.
yeah, it is.
It's like a lot of it also. We love traveling.
Yeah,
Like, we love traveling, and like the idea of taking everything overseas. And NZ, I think we have a real issue. I'm not gonna fucking blab on too much about tall poppy because I've heard that word about
Yeah.
55 million times. But it's a massive issue.
Yeah.
It's a massive issue, and we're definitely, like, in this podcast, we're basically going to touch on it every single episode
Yeah, probably.
in some way, shape, or form. But the whole point is to kind of tackle it and really, like, not just say, like, it's a thing. We
Yeah.
all know it's a thing.
Yeah.
But how do we really, like, how do we individually stop portraying it?
Yeah.
Because you can acknowledge something's a thing, but subconsciously you might be portraying it as
Right.
well without knowing. And I think that's really important, like understanding how we can get not only viewers and like people who are just watching the art happen, but artists themselves. And like Tall Poppy goes a lot deeper than just not, you know, or just hating.
Yeah.
It also is like there's barriers to people connecting
Yeah.
with each other.
Well, I think where it comes from is just like NZ culture being so humble.
Yeah.
That's where it stems from. Is like, you know, when you're in school and shit, you're not really encouraged to
Yeah.
be outgoing or
Yeah, yeah.
encouraged to like be like the face of things
Yeah.
or being in the spotlight. It's more like,
Yeah.
yo, relax, like
calm
you
down,
relax.
yeah.
You doing too much.
You doing too much,
Hey,
bro.
You doing too much. So it's like once people get out of school and it's like they carry that same thing, it's like, oh, that's fucking cringe. Oh, that's corny. Like,
that's cringe. That's
like,
corny.
you know, doing this, but like, man, imagine how many people if they just got over that fucking
Yeah.
scared to be in the face or scared to be in the light. If they just got over being scared of it, they would fucking shine, man.
Bro, straight.
They
I
would
know so
shine.
many
Oh,
people.
100.
So many people.
So many people
would literally, like you say, just thrive in
like,
what they do because they're so talented,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're just so
scared.
scared of being viewed
Yeah.
as too arrogant or
Yeah,
cocky.
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, arrogance and cockiness is annoying. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
annoying. But that's not what like the problem is. The problem
No.
is you can't even fucking say like I
Yeah,
make
yeah.
good music
Yeah, it's not-
without
yeah.
getting like slapped.
Or people just get scared to drop songs. They're scared
Yeah.
to like put their and it's something that you've created and something that you love
Yeah.
and you know they get scared because they're scared of what people might say about it. Or
Yeah.
it's whack. Oh, this isn't it.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, like that's the only way you're gonna get bitter, and two, who gives
Yeah.
a fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of your life, do you want to be sitting on your deathbed and like have this image shown to you of what you could have been
if you just
if you just hustled it, and then
100%.
think that the only reason was you didn't do it was because Jim and fucking Susie
yeah.
from high school.
You're
that-
scared what they were gonna think.
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
scared what the fuck they were like. Fuck them.
Yeah.
It doesn't. None of that matters. The whole fucking point of life is to just do what you want to do and enjoy it and fucking spread the fucking love.
Yeah.
Spread the love about it. You know, like
100%.
it's not to get too philosophical, but like you know, like it's really just about doing what you enjoy, and
100%.
naturally from that, happiness will fucking spread.
Yeah. So what are our plans for First Gen over this
Plans.
next year?
Currently, we are in phase 2.
100%.
Phase 2. If you haven't seen the video, if you haven't seen kind of the plans for what phase 2 is, but the plans for phase 2 is basically doing more stuff like this, doing stuff that's more community based. In phase 1, we were really focused on just building our foundations, you know, setting up the actual physical space of the studio. But in phase 2, we're really moving towards community movement, brand, like what we're about, our mission, everything that we've kind of been talking about even today. And a lot of that, like for example, that's going to come in the form of shows. So we've been doing a lot of work in the past couple of weeks of what all the shows next year are going to look like, and fuck, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, we got some good things planned.
We got some good things planned. So it's going to be, there's going to be the notion of kind of like DJ nights. There's going to be just general performance nights. We're looking at doing cultural nights as well.
Nights. Pretty much want to give all creatives a chance to shine, because it's hard. You can't really put a lot of like different genres into one show. So what we're trying to do is create different shows each month. Where like everyone can kind of shine. Like you can't really put like a rock, a heavy metal artist on of like a R&B singer on the same lineup, and then have a jazz. You know, you can't really do that. So I think our goal is to like
100%
have full on shows to showcase this type of music. To this type of crowd.
100%. And by doing that, like you'd kind of intuitively you'd be like, oh, but then you know, like you're limiting like what you're kind of showing. But the thing is, we're gonna do one every single month.
We're doing one every single month.
So every single month we want to get one done for you guys and give creatives an opportunity to perform, and also give people an opportunity to just see what's going on. Like we said, like where this scene thrives, everything thrives. And like these sorts of nights are fun. If you've never been to an underground performance night or a DJ night or anything like that, like dude, it's so beautiful.
It's a vibe.
It's so beautiful. You just see like everyone enjoying themselves. You see like this person's family coming to watch them, and like how proud they are. It's so cute. It's so lovely. Like even performing, like we performed last weekend, like literally about 4 days ago, and it was just so good. I love performing every time because you get to like perform to all the people you love,
and like not even that, you get to show all these people that lots of them probably never heard your music before. You get to show your art to all these people.
New face every time.
New face,
It's one more person that hears your music, and
100%.
It's one more person you can spread something that you're proud of to.
And even if it's the people that already have heard your music, it's just sick to hear it. Like
exactly.
You know,
it's just fun.
You're listening to it. You're listening to it with them, and you're seeing their reaction. You're like, holy shit.
This guy's set. Every time he plays it, like I've heard these songs a million times, but then like even Rise and Fall, when it comes on, I just look at it like, bro, like
can't even like
it will never get old. It will never get old, and that's just how much creatives love what they create. And giving people that sort of opportunity to experience that, witness it, be a part of it. Like art, the artists are obviously a part of it, but also people. It wouldn't be what it is without the people who are there to listen and watch and see what they're doing. So giving everyone an opportunity to be a part of that is a big part of what.
And also giving the artists that come and record their songs here an opportunity to perform their song.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually get out there and get their reps in, because a lot of it is getting just comfortable on stage. It takes a while, but
a lot of people like don't really know even where to start with Like,
but do you know what I've loved so far about like having artists come in? They're all so excited to get on stage. they all excited as fuck to get on stage.
Yeah. 100%.
And I was like, damn, like they're not even like they even seem scared. Like get me on, like can you know? Like,
you should be as well. It's honestly it's the most fun thing I think.
It is, yeah.
It's the most fun thing, like really having a chance to showcase like who you are. And sometimes I like I was thinking about it. And, you know, I think sometimes a lot of artists get scared, like, oh, I'm not doing enough on stage. I'm like, you should see what some of these massive artists are doing on stage. It's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So don't ever, like, doubt yourself about what you want to, you know, like how you're going to get on stage and whatever. Like,
go out there and do your best.
Just do your reps and, get on. And there's always going to be another show.
Yeah, and, like, it's one of those things, like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So just keep doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's part of phase 2.
Yeah.
Then we got this podcast, like we've been explaining. We're just trying to get as many creators on here as possible. Really talk about like different things, commonalities, differences, what it's like to be a creative in this field or this field. And then we are also going to we're doing a lot more like street interview style stuff as well. Like really getting out there and talking to people kind of about what we're doing, our mission, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we also want to do a lot more workshops. So we want to build workshops that are also monthly or bi-monthly, like every 2 months we were saying.
Yeah.
Where it's just going to be free.
Yeah, and helping you guys learn the skills you need in this kind of like music space, you know, or even space, or we're doing like
photography, videography, marketing,
creating creative space, marketing,
content creation. As much as we can give you, and if you guys want to see anything, just let us know.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the whole point of everything we're doing is really just to give our community and you guys like the best opportunities possible.
100%.
And like wherever you guys can get value, that's what we want to try to do. And so I'm really excited for those workshops. Those are always fun as well. Like I say, like again, you're around like-minded individuals. You're learning something. It's always so motivating. As soon as you leave those things, you're like, I want to straight away get on to like doing what I learned today. So I'm really excited to get those done.
100%. That'll be sick. We also got merch coming. Working on that at the moment.
Yes.
Bit of a headache, but we're getting there.
It's a massive headache.
But getting there.
Very underrated headache.
Yeah.
You always think it's gonna be easy, and then you get to it, but that's business.
Yeah.
That's business.
But the website we launched. And
So we launched the website. We're so happy with it, man.
Yeah, it looks
We're
great.
So happy with it. Shout out to the people behind the scenes who have been working on that. Super long process, but we got it done, and we're so happy with it. Everyone that we kind of talked to has been like, wow, it's a really nice website. And we've got everything, like all the stuff about phase 2 and what we want to do and where we're at right now and where everything started. It's all up there, and even photos. So if you've come to our open day, for example, that we did in phase 1, where we kind of just opened up the studio and let a bunch of people come through, shouted everyone feeds and that sort of stuff. That was really cool. That was a good time. There's photos from that on there. So all the events, there'll be photos on there as well. But so that's phase 2.
Yeah, man.
Phase 3 coming a while away.
Yep.
Coming a while away, but that's to be disclosed at a further date.
Let's finish phase 2 first.
Let's finish phase 2 first.
Yeah.
But super excited for where First Gen's gonna go, man. Cool. I'm really excited to run this podcast.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cool guests lined up. Got a lot of interesting conversations to be had.
And all types of creatives too.
And all types of creators, exactly. Yeah. But thank you very, very much for everyone who's just been a part of First Generation. Whether you've seen our videos once, liked something, or even just like looked, we all appreciate it. This thing is massive to us, man. Like being part of the First Generation team has been just so beautiful, tiring at times for sure. Yeah. Lots of sleepless nights, but but man, it's been beautiful, and continuing to build this and talk and experience and create with more and more people is the goal, and taking this to the world, man. First Generation to the world.
First Generation to the world.
So thank you very, very much. I'm super excited for this podcast, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Let's go.